Hello and welcome to Homestead-Miami Speedway for the final race of the 2003 season here in the MG Cup Series. It's been a wild journey, but we are finally at the end. I want to take this moment to actually thank everyone that has watched this series from no matter what time you actually started watching. I was going to say from start to finish, but that really doesn't even matter. Just everyone who has watched this in general, just thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you are as excited for next season as I am, because it's going to be pretty interesting. So some changes we already know. Jack Sprague is out of the zero. Buckshot Jones has announced his retirement after that terrible crash at Atlanta, so he will not be attempting to come back and race, at least not next year. But there are a few new tracks added to the schedule as well. We already know one of them is Riverside, so I hope you guys are excited for that. But there's also a few other tracks that I haven't told you about. I will do a schedule reveal video, but we're on the front stretch and we're getting ready to go green. So without further ado, green flag is out. We're racing here at Homestead, the final race of the season. Kurt Busch, your pole sitter, pulls way out ahead. Bobby Labonte on the outside pole did not get going at all. Hermie Sattler throws it in to turn one and immediately takes second. And Jack Sprague trying to take P3. Look at John Andretti. A couple of guys up here, Jack Sprague, John Andretti, Hermie Sattler, haven't exactly had the best seasons. Hermie Sattler did get a win, but really only thing I can think of when I think of Hermie Sattler is him going upside down earlier at Indianapolis. So he's not really had the best season. Boris Said won a few weeks ago at Phoenix. We had a lot of winners this season. Will this final race end in a repeat winner or another new winner? We're gonna find out in 80 laps. So I'm gonna shut up for a second and let you guys listen to the car sound. Saw a puff of smoke there. A couple cars went up into the outside wall, but they keep it straight for now. Look at Valeria Wolf showing what she's made of here. She has worked her way all the way up through the field and now is inside the top 20. And we're only 4 laps in. She started all the way at the rear. So she is absolutely flying. Look at her go through the middle, 3 wide. Making it work here. Showing what she can do. And Kevin LePage, contact, and around he goes, collecting the 86. We were just talking about her, and a big crash going to happen here on the front stretch. Oh, hard wreck. One car got up on top of the wall for a second. That was Kyle Petty. Your champion is involved in it. That's Rusty Wallace. More cars are littered on the front straightaway. They're still hitting each other. Valeria Wolf destroyed. I don't think she's continuing. And look at that. Brett Bodine, Ryan Newman, Jason Keller. Lots of drivers. Huge impacts here on the front stretch. And we're going to take a look at the replay here. Coming through 3 and 4. Looked like he tried to get to the outside of that 57 and just couldn't quite get high enough. They made a little bit of contact and it sucked the 57 around, and into the wall they went pretty hard. She got sandwiched there. And she spins down the racetrack. Ken Trader spinning up the track. Sends her back up into the outside wall. Look at LePage. Back there bouncing off of cars. Look at Casey Mears spinning down, collects Boris said a big hit. Look at the 86. All four wheels off the ground. All the way up in the air. A wild ride for her there. And she got nailed by Terry Labonte. And then landed on top of Jason Keller. Lots of cars getting torn up in this. Look at Carl Long with damage. Jason Hedlsky, Jason Keller, and Jason Jarrett. All three Jasons caught up in this. Let's look at it one more time. Some more of the chaos that happened further down the racetrack. Look at this. Cars are everywhere. There's a parking lot on the front straightaway here. And then Brett Bodine late. Look at Ward Burton. Destroyed. Let's go on board now with Kyle Petty. I saw the rear end of his car just about get up into the catch fence. Watch this. That all happened so fast. A wild wreck. Take one last look at it here from this angle. Look at that. I mean, Ricky Craven, Jeremy Mayfield, drivers I didn't even see in this the first time. Rusty Wallace, your champion, destroyed, but at least he's got that championship to celebrate. In victory lane later today, Steve Park is torn up. Kevin LePage, Jeff Fullis in the 57 this week, driving away with rear end damage. Todd Bodine, Tony Raines. I mean, a lot of cars with a lot of damage here. So the caution comes out for the first time here today, and it's a big one. We'll be right back after this. And we are back. Green flag is back out. We're racing once again here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Hermie Sadler was your leader, but Kurt Busch takes it from him on the restart immediately. So that didn't last long. And from what I've heard, Homestead, if not next season, is looking to add a little bit of banking to the track by 2005. So 2005. Homestead should be reconfigured and have a little bit of extra banking. Can't wait to see how that turns out. But through 1 and 2, I don't know why I keep saying 3 and 4 when I know we're 1 and 2. So a lot of cars. Val Wolf got spun by Jeremy Mayfield there, and you can see the smoke on turn 3. So no caution, keeping it green. Cars on pit road. A lot of cars here today having issues. Val Wolf is kind of cruising around in the back, minding her own business. Kerry Earnhardt looking to the inside of Greg Biffle, and he's there, but not quite gonna stay there. Couldn't quite get it to stick. Further back, Jimmy Spencer looking underneath Boris Said for position. And down the back stretch, there's Jeff Green underneath Johnny Benson. Couldn't quite get that to work for him. Now coming out of turn 4. Green has Derek Cope now on his back bumper. They almost went 3 wide into turn 1. Honestly, this track feels like a overgrown New Hampshire. I don't know. But, look at this. Ricky Rudd, your leader, getting a challenge from Kurt Busch. I think Busch wants his lead back and further back. Thought I heard tire squealing, but I guess not. Look at Christian Fittipaldi to the outside of that 60. Didn't run the full season. One of a bunch of drivers that didn't run the full season, but really has shown what he can do behind the wheel. Val Wolf has only ran a couple of races. She's shown what she can do behind the wheel. And one car blowing up. That's Kerry Earnhardt in front of the field. Look out. There they go. They're wrecking. Another big crash here on the front straightaway. And Christian Fittipaldi is in it. We were just talking about him. Jerry Nadeau is destroyed. Johnny Benson's torn up. Look at the 60 of Brian Vickers. A lot of cars with damage here after that. And the caution comes out once again. And, oh, Val Wolf, what happened to her? The car is completely stopped. I think she just blew up on her own there. So simultaneous engine problems. Yeah, she was blowing up. Had nothing to do with any of that. She was all the way down here minding her business and her engine just let go. She comes to a stop on the outside of turn 2. So good job on her part getting out of the way as quickly as possible and getting out of that thing. Not the way she wanted to end her season and time with Papyrus Racing, but unfortunately that's just how it is sometimes. She thought she could turn the luck for Papyrus Racing around, but nope. Because it bit her as well. So getting ready. And another car having engine issues. This time it's Jerry Nadeau under caution. What in the world were they doing? Okay, I'm not even going to go back and look at that. But I saw Ricky Craven sideways under yellow somehow. So, anyways. Getting ready for the drop of the green flag once again. Ricky Craven, your Ricky Rudd, your leader. Still. And Bobby Labonte in second. Green flag is out once again. We're racing here at Homestead. Here comes Kurt Busch to the inside of Bobby Labonte through 1 and 2. Now through 3 and 4. Kurt Busch takes the spot. And now all over the back bumper of Ricky Rudd. So Kurt Busch is on a mission here. A man on a mission, because he is absolutely charging his way back up to the lead. But Ricky Rudd not going to make it easy for him. Kurt Busch all over his back bumper, going to try to move him out of the way, but Ricky Rudd blocking to the best of his abilities here. We're unfortunately going to have to take a quick break. I know we just had a restart, but we're going to have to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this. Anyway, we are back here at Homestead-Miami Speedway for the season finale of the 2003 MT Cup Series season finale. And yeah, what a wild journey it's been. There's not really much going on the track right now, so I'm going to take this time to say once again, just thank you to everyone that has watched this and enjoyed this, and continue to leave likes on these videos. I know I only get about 1 like on these videos, but I get way more views than that. I get about 14, 15 views. So, just want to say thank you to every one of you that have watched these and enjoyed it with me, because this little personal project of mine was never meant to really, I never thought it would last more than one season, but now I'm excited for the 2004 season and the beginning of season 2 of Money's late model racing division as well. So I'm just really excited. This worked out really well for me, and at one point I was considering just not doing a cup season because the racing was so boring. So just glad I came up with the idea to mess with the I&I a little bit and create some absolutely spectacular racing. Some crazy wrecks in there as well. For the people that like seeing wrecks, so I guess that might be part of why my videos are so popular. And to all the people that have watched these videos, and maybe you've noticed a slight improvement in my commentary throughout the season. So just big thank you to everyone, and I hope you are excited for 2004, because I know I am. We'll be using the 2004 cars and a few different tracks. Like as I mentioned, Riverside is one. I know it's a classic track that a lot of people probably really missed, so I'm excited to be adding it to the schedule here. But meanwhile, Jack Sprague has moved up to second and is now going to try and challenge Kurt Busch for the lead. So enough of me rambling on about next year and next season. How about we focus on now? We have 3 cars really with a shot at winning this thing. Jamie McMurray was pretty strong, but he fell back a little bit. It's about a second behind Kurt Busch, half a second behind Jack Sprague, but I'd say any one of these 3 can do it. I mean, they're probably just saving tires at the moment, but any one of these guys can possibly win this race. We're unfortunately at our time, so we're going to have to take another break, but we'll be right back with more coverage of the MG Cup Series after this. And we are back. And Kurt Busch has lost the lead to Jack Sprague, and Jamie McMurray has passed him for second as well. Look at Kurt Busch getting very aggressive with the rookie, trying to work his way back up past that 42 once again, getting back up in the second place and chasing that other rookie down for the lead. Not afraid to get physical is that 97 of Kurt Busch, and he's showing it right here. He's literally on the back bumper of Jamie McMurray. And now gets to his inside. Kurt Busch for you. Now through 1 and 2 once again, Kurt Busch is going to clear Jamie Mack. Now he's got his sights set on Jack Sprague, so looks like he was just saving his tires a little bit. And now is ready to retake the lead here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Don't go anywhere, because we'll be right back after another quick break. Alright, I shouldn't have gone anywhere because green flag pit stops just started, so I guess we're going to pretend that I never went anywhere, and we're going to take a look at these green flag pit stops. Going to see how things play out. We're just going to, all 3 of these guys come in. First, you know, the pit stops, you're going to see the stops. You're not going to see the cruise, obviously, because it's just not possible, but you're going to see the stop at least, and off they go. Jimmy Spencer trying to pass a couple of these guys that just came out of the pits. A couple of them a lap down. But McMurray apparently is the leader. Okay then. So yeah, there's your green flag pit stops, and now we're gonna take our quick break. And we're back. Look at this huge pack of cars. We'll do 1 and 2. Massive pack of cars here on the front stretch. Meanwhile, your leader is Jamie McMurray in the 42. The rookie absolutely dominating here today. Remember, Rockingham, he pulled a big gap like this as well. So Jamie McMurray showing what he can do as well here. And I'll tell you what, Chip Ganassi, he got him with a pretty big gem in this kid, because he... Look at McMurray, he is gone. The Kurt Busch trying to reel him in. He gets by Jason Jarrett, the lapped car. Now, look further back. Oh, whoa. One car having engine issues and stops on the bottom of the racetrack. That is Ken Schrader. Gets out of the way, gets the tow back to pit road before the caution is called. So it looks like we're going to keep it green here. Well, unfortunately, we have to take one more break. So this should be our last one until the end, unless we get a... unless we get a caution. And we're back, and lap traffic holding up this big group of cars. We're back, and the caution is out, actually. Okay, then. So, what happened? Oh, literally the second we went to break. Okay. It's like that sometimes, I guess. Brett Bodine gets turned on the front straightaway, goes into the inside wall, and spins through the grass back across the track. Or back up onto the track, I should say. Not across it. And that, of course, is going to bring out the caution, so yeah. There goes Jamie McMurray's now 2-second lead over Kurt Busch. Kurt was reeling him in. Let's see if Jamie can hold him off for a little bit on this restart. Green flag is back out. Kurt Busch got out in front of Jamie McMurray, and now here comes Jimmy Spencer to his inside. And Greg Biffle going to follow him, so McMurray had a pretty good long run car, but seems to have no speed on the short runs. Kurt Busch has raced since the beginning of the season. We know he and his team, they're smart enough now to know to set their cars up for short runs, because we don't get many long runs in the MG Cup Series like we just had there. But now here comes Jimmy Spencer to the inside. He looks like he has an even better short run car. And he's challenging Kurt Busch in the 97 for the lead. A big run off of turn 2. Got a little loose. Got sideways there off turn 2, but now to the inside. Kept his foot in it and is trying to take the spot from Kurt Busch. And he takes the lead. So how about that for Jimmy Spencer? Mr. Excitement himself takes the lead away from Kurt Busch. And we're coming up on 10 to go in a couple of laps. Greg Biffle with Jack Sprague all over his back bumpers. And Sprague has to worry about Jamie McMurray. So McMurray tries to get himself back up to speed. Kurt Busch trying to pull away from these two and run down Jimmy Spencer once again. But Spencer just pulling away. Remember, Jimmy Spencer won earlier this season. I believe it was at Charlotte, I want to say, when he won the second race at Charlotte of the season. So we know he knows how to get it done here in the MG Cup Series. He's trying to do it again as he leads here on lap 69, which actually reminds me, Jimmy Spencer is about to lead the funny lap. So congratulations to him on being funny enough to lead the funny lap. Now as we go through 3 and 4, once again, these guys are side by side. Ricky Rudd thought about taking them 3 wide. There's 3 black and red cars going at it here. Coming around, it'll be 11 to go this time by. Jimmy Spencer in a world of his own right now. On board with the 16 of Greg Biffle heading down into turns 1 and 2 once again. Tries to hold off Ricky Craven, or why do I keep saying Craven? Ricky Rudd, who actually also won this season, the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis. The Indianapolis 400. I should have called it that, the Indianapolis 400. But Jack Sprague has worked his way back up into 2nd place, and now might be trying to track down Jimmy Spencer for the lead. So we have 10 laps to go. I don't think Dale Jarrett qualified for this field, did he? Like, now that I'm looking at the list, I don't see his name once again. So Dale Jarrett failing to qualify for the last 2 races, and that hands the championship to Rusty Wallace. He's falling way back in points after this, so can't wait to see what that looks like. But Rusty Wallace really doesn't even need to finish this race, because he will be your champion. He's going to get points anyway, but really, we're seeing how big he can stretch the points lead now. He's got about 300 points on Dale Jarrett after Rockingham. I'm going to try to stretch it out a little bit more. Coming around 7 laps to go for Jimmy Spencer, but Jack Sprague is catching him here. As we go on board with that 0 down the front stretch. Jack Sprague is close to within a second here on Jimmy Spencer. So Mr. Excitement not really gonna be able to get too excited yet, because he's gonna have a challenge here pretty shortly. He's gonna have some competition coming from behind. That is the 0 of Jack Sprague. Jimmy Spencer gets by the 46 of Carl Long. Jack Sprague flies by him as well on the inside. And he's gained another 10th that lap. And looks like more lap traffic coming up. That's the 11 and the 33. Brett Bodine and Christian Fittipaldi. If things go right for Jack Sprague, he could potentially catch these guys. If things go wrong, or catch Jimmy Spencer. If things go wrong, he could end up catching them at the wrong time and fall way back, and that would completely destroy his race. 5 laps to go, now 4 to go. And he did gain another second, or 10th of a second, that last lap, so Jimmy Spencer is trying to pick it up a little bit. Now that he knows the 0 was catching him, but it's not doing him too much here. As we come to 3 laps to go, this time by here from Homestead-Miami Speedway. After 1 and 2 once again, Jack Sprague fell back a little bit. Jimmy Spencer picking it up. I think Jimmy Spencer might have been saving his stuff a little bit here and letting Jack Sprague use his stuff up. And now Spencer back on it here. He's going to catch these lap cars with 2 laps to go this time by. 2 laps left in the season. Then gets to the inside of both of them without any problems. And opens the gap a little more. Jack Sprague, what's he going to do? Here comes Ricky Rudd behind him. He's going to look for second. They're pretty much out of time. I don't think they're going to catch him, but Jimmy Spencer just needs to take these last couple of corners cleanly, and he will be your winner for the second time this season here at Homestead-Miami Speedway. As we come to the white flag this time by, one more time around for Mr. Excitement, Jimmy Spencer, trying to win it for the second time this season. It's a little bit slow through 1 and 2 there. Got a little sideways, but no big deal. He kept it straight. Here comes Ricky Rudd flying through 1 and 2, but a little bit too late. Jimmy Spencer through turns 3 and 4. Or coming into turn 3. And now, through 3 and 4, makes it through cleanly off of turn 4. Jimmy Spencer is going to see the checkered flag for the second time this season and win at Homestead-Miami Speedway. Ricky Rudd comes home second. And the 4 of Mike Skinner, look at that battle. 3 wide coming to the line, just edged out Greg Biffle and Hermie Sattler for 3rd place. Biffle 4th, Sattler 5th. And that's it. That is our first ever MG Cup Series season. The 2003 MG Cup Series is now official. So, let's take one final look at the points this season. As we go championship standings. And there it is. Rusty Wallace wins the championship with almost a 400-point lead over Ricky Craven. And then Mike Skinner managed to grab 3rd. Jack Sprague managed to grab 4th in points. And Dale Jarrett fell all the way back to 5th, tied for 5th with Jeff Burton. And then Bobby Labonte 3 points behind them. Jimmy Johnson 23 points behind them. Kyle Petty 10 points behind Jimmy. And rounding out your top 10 in points this season is Dale Jr. in the 8 car 48 points behind Kyle Petty. So now as we scroll down, Chris Mack, 54th place in points. Foul Wolf, 63rd in points. So, yeah. That's it. I don't know what else to say, really. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe. Can't wait for Season 2 of the MG Cup Series. The 2004 season is right around the corner. So you guys just keep your eyes peeled and keep waiting for that. But until then, hope to see you guys next time. And until then,